Fear and shame. We just talked about in the last segment. And you know, my practice and working with couples for many, many years, I have to attest that this is what's going on all the time. Working with a couple just this week, and I talked to them about it because I've been reading the book, been really encouraged by it, and you know, it's played right into their issues. And you know, they started to say, oh my goodness. And because he was driven by that shame because of something he'd done, a mistake, and she was driven by the sense of isolation because is he going to leave her or whatever, right? And it was just almost like the book was right there for them.
So let's talk about what are the worst things we can do. Okay,
Yes,
I mean, as
yes.
women, what are the worst things we do that make a man feel that shame?
Well, the first thing we do is we expect him to be like a woman. That right there, you know, is shaming enough.
It's a little hard.
You know? Well, my girlfriends, you know, I get more respect, I get more whatever from my girlfriend than I get from you. But he's never going to be like your girlfriend.
Right.
You know, he can be your best friend. But so our criticism, you know, words hurt, words kill, words destroy relationships.
And obviously, critique is going to feel like fall short.
Yes.
And it's
yes.
not just that has to be really hard words. It's kind of like, oh gee.
It can be
Right.
an eye roll.
Exactly.
You know, the eye roll is the greatest
or
predictor.
Always questioning, right?
Yes,
Always
questioning,
How come?
correcting,
You know,
interrupting,
can't I do anything, right?
interrupting.
I'm not listening. Okay, so that idea of belittle and question and
Yes.
almost attack, those are going to be difficult.
And correcting's kind of hard sometimes because what if your husband's kind of like maybe a storyteller or kind of didn't get the facts right and so you're just thinking, I just want to help get it accurate.
Would you rather be right or happy? I mean, that's the key. You know, would you rather support him?
So maybe somebody should not interject all those details to get the story right so they could be happy in their relationship.
Okay.
Yes, you know, women do.
Oh,
by the way,
goodness.
women do have a great brain for detail. That I
Yes.
mean, we actually do. The part of the brain that remembers what you did 17 years ago is about 10% larger in women. So if she thinks you wore the green shirt 7 years ago, you had the green shirt on. You know, that's our job.
Except if it's in an area that the man is interested in.
Yes.
Then he'll bury them.
Or by the way, yes. And
Wow,
let
boy,
me
doesn't that make
interrupt
a
for
woman
moment.
feel loved to be buried?
But here's the thing that women need to understand, that a man might not always get the subtle emotions like women do because of the way our brain is wired.
Right.
But for a man, he always gets anger or threat or aggression. If the man in your life says, watch out for this person, you better watch out because he has a radar for that. And he is there to protect and provide, and he does it very, very well.
Okay, now what do men got to do different? You know, because they're doing things wrong just like
Yes.
women can do things wrong.
Yes.
Let's talk.
Oh, and this is a long list. Okay,
Yes, it's a long
let's get
list.
comfortable. Okay, go ahead.
For two things. They leave women alone, and so the way they do that is, one, by their anger. That is, men just don't get that. Number two, their silence.
Okay, wait. They don't. They
don't get
really
it.
don't.
They
because,
don't know how scary they are. And remember, we're hypersensitive already to fear
But have
and
you been around
isolation.
men talking to each other? And the way they talk to each other, I'm thinking, as women, we need to go see a counselor.
Let me tell you.
I mean, you
And it's
can't
no
talk
big
to each
deal.
other like that.
Men,
We'll be golfing tomorrow together.
Men actually nurture with aggression, and women are aggressive with their nurturing. Here's what men do.
That is so
It's true. It's true. Here's what men do. You know, if a little girl wants her girlfriend to do something and she won't do it, she said, if you don't do it, I won't be your friend. Little boys never say that. They say loser, jerk off, poser. You know, they shame each other.
Yeah.
But men shame each other because, number one, it's powerful, but secondly, they will point out your faults so that you can improve it. Men actually shame each other into being better. They'll say, you know, if you didn't wear that dumb tie, you might get a date. You know, that's what they do.
Okay, but we got to get back to what are the things that men are doing also to make women feel alone?
Another way they make the woman feel alone is they don't notice what needs to be done around the house and in their life, because they're very good at focusing they often don't see. They don't do their part. They leave women alone with a full-time job in the day often,
Carrying
and
the
a full-time
kids
job
and
at
doing the
night.
deal, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
The second thing is they don't remember it's about the contact. It doesn't have to be talking, because women do talk to connect. If you're at the computer and I start talking to you, because you're good at multitasking, Christy, I could say, "Hon, where'd you put those keys?" And you can keep finishing your email and say, "Oh, they're over there beside the toaster," you know?
Right.
Because we're good at multitasking.
Oh, yes.
Right. But if I come in
And we
say
also
that,
could have a kid on our lap,
Oh,
and we're
exactly.
knitting with our right foot.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And if
Leave
but
something.
because men are very good at hyper-focus, doesn't mean we can't, but they're good at it. Their brain's designed for it.
Right.
If you're at the computer and I come in and say, "Honey, where'd you put those keys?" He's got a decision to make. He's either going to quit his email, and he's going to have to then take 10 minutes to figure out where he was in that email, and run the risk of ignoring me and making me really cranky, or he
No, you make yourself cranky.
Yeah.
You can choose.
Oh, we could debate that.
Oh,
okay,
yes, we could.
anyway, one of the things that he could do is to realize that contact, it's not just talking. Women talk to connect, but men have to connect to talk. Make sure the man is connected before you talk to
Okay,
him.
that is a great thought. I know what the worst thing I do is. It's the look. And I don't have to say a word. I've got it down to a science.
You don't have to be married to her to get it either.
Okay. And I need to be better. But we've got to come back, because we've got to talk about what are the best things that we can do for each other as men and women. Come back.